This is Ottawa, 12 o'clock noon, July 1st. Dominion Day, Canada's national holiday. Her Majesty the Queen is spending the holiday with Prince Philip at her Canadian home, Government House in Ottawa. In a moment, she will speak to you on radio and television from the veranda which overlooks these gardens.
Aujourd'hui, 1er juillet, jour de la Confédération, Sa Majesté la Reine adresse la parole aux Canadiens. Des jardins de la résidence du gouverneur général à Ottawa, en ce jour de fête nationale, Sa Majesté la Reine.
Her Majesty the Queen.
The last time I spoke to you from this my home in Ottawa was when I opened the new Parliament nearly 2 years ago. I am reminded of this because, as you saw, I can look through the trees to the lovely skyline on Parliament Hill. This is just one of the many beautiful scenes of the Canadian outdoors which we have so much enjoyed since our arrival in Canada. Although this is a holiday, I want to speak to you about two very important occasions. The first was the opening of the St. Lawrence Seaway, in which President Eisenhower and I took part near Montreal last Friday. This was a very pleasant occasion, particularly because Mr. and Mrs. Eisenhower are such personal friends. The President represented the American people, and I was there as your representative to mark the completion of this joint enterprise which has captured the imagination of the world. Although this was an international undertaking, it is worth remembering that Canada was the moving spirit in getting the project started, and that 2/3 of the seaway and the work on it is in Canadian territory. The other national occasion is Dominion Day, which we are celebrating today. If the opening of the seaway is a salute to the future, then Dominion Day is a salute to the past. 500 years ago, there were no Europeans on this continent. Today, over 17 million Canadians enjoy what is probably one of the highest standards of living anywhere in the world. During the early history of what is now Canada, there was controversy and fighting. Today, you have achieved a unity and a sense of common purpose, which is a tribute to good sense and tolerance. This didn't come about of its own accord. It came about because there have been men in every generation who were not content simply to work for themselves, but who worked for the nation as a whole, who sacrificed their own interests for the common good. Dominion Day commemorates the birth of Canada as a nation and the first independent country within the British Empire. So, it also marks the beginning of that free association of independent states which is now known as the Commonwealth of Nations. Tout récemment, je me trouvais à l'endroit même où Jacques Cartier, en 1534, mit pied pour la première fois en terre canadienne et érigea sa grande croix de bois. On m'a dit que le nom de Gaspé venait d'un nom indien, voulant dire l'extrémité de la terre. Sans doute que pour les Indiens, ce semblait en effet être l'extrémité de la terre. Mais pour Cartier et pour ceux qui vinrent après lui, c'était le début de tout un nouveau monde et d'une vie pleine de promesses et de possibilités. Aujourd'hui, chaque Canadien peut à juste titre être fier de la façon dont ces possibilités ont été réalisées. Au centre de gouvernement, puis dans les régions industrielles, j'ai pu constater que ce merveilleux nouveau monde, fondé sur le travail et la vision, et sur les richesses naturelles de notre pays, demeure encore, après 400 ans, l'héritage des Canadiens. That same vision and heritage brought the Commonwealth into being, with Canada as a founder member. This is no mere sentimental organization, but a vigorous association for cooperation and mutual help on the widest scale. One instance of this is the number of students from India and Pakistan and the West Indies who find places in Canadian universities. This is an admirable plan, and I hope that it spreads. There could be no better way to help future generations in all the Commonwealth countries to get on together. If any of these students are listening to me, which perhaps they are, I congratulate them on the hard work and enterprise which has brought them here, and send them my very good wishes. After all I have said, I am sure you can understand why this tour has given me and my husband such pleasure, and why we are looking forward to the rest of it so much. We would like to see many more of you, and far more of this wonderful country, but it cannot be done this time. Canada is simply too big. Luckily, the television network reaches most of the country, so I can at least bring this rather more personal message directly into your homes, even if I cannot drive through your streets and meet some of your fellow citizens. I hope television will also let you come with me to the different parts of Canada I am going to visit, and see some of the spectacles and industrial developments along the route. This is the holiday season for many of you, and a fine summer's day is not just the moment for serious matters. But I have spoken of these things because they are very close to my heart. If I have helped you to feel proud of being Canadian, if I have reminded you of the strength which comes from unity, and if I have helped to draw your attention to the bright vision of the years ahead, I shall feel well satisfied, because I believe that all of you living in this country can look to a glorious future.